There were two ladies who approached me at two different times that asked for my advice, some mentorship advice. They had two different situations, but the process to the solution was the same. So I gave them both the process, and they both gave me excuses for why they couldn't uh, fulfill this process. I responded to their excuses. One of them took heed, the other one didn't. The one that took heed got results. The other one that didn't take heed, as far as I know, never got results. And in this video, I want to share with you what I shared with the lady that got results. And ultimately, if you take the information, it'll help you to get results too. Walk with me. Listen, I'm Billy Miller, the motivational minister, and they call me the motivational minister because I help people to improve their lives by teaching them life skills from the Bible. I'm also the author of this book, You Can't Quit Now. You can have this book for free if you want. All you have to do is comment book in the comment section, and I'm gonna send it to you. It's the PDF file. I'm gonna send it to you. It's a short and easy read. I'm gonna teach you how to go from where you are to where you want to be without giving up. Got the scriptures to prove it. Short and easy, but powerful read. It's yours for free. Just comment book in the comment section if you want it. And listen, it's not going to take me that long to share this principle with you, or what I shared with this lady as well. So let me just give some names. These aren't their real names because the names of the people aren't important. So we'll just say the first lady name was Lisa, right? So Lisa had a situation, and she came to me for advice because she respected my wisdom. She valued my wisdom. Listen, I thank God for wisdom. Listen, I ain't claiming to have all the answers, but I'm connected to the one who does. And wisdom is the ability to make right choices, right decisions, knowing what to say and do at the appropriate time, right? And so what I did was I heard Lisa's story, I heard her situation, and I listened, and I came up with the solution. I said, hey, there's a book you need to get that I believe is going to help you. Here's the book. Go purchase it, read it, digest it. I may have gave her some other options as well. The other lady, we'll just call her Gwen. So Gwen, I told her the same thing, similar. I listened to her story, and I said, okay, this is what you need to do. You need to go. It's this video series and this was back in the days when it was video cassette. That's how long ago this was. I said, hey, it's this video series. The series costs $40. I can't remember how many VH tapes it was, but I know this series is going to help you in this situation because it's tailor made for what you're going through right now. And that information in there is going to help. They both, when I gave them that response, gave me an excuse, gave me what I call an acceptable excuse. What is an acceptable excuse? As a matter of fact, an acceptable excuse is I came up with that concept in this book here, Whatever Devil. We made it anyway. If you want to know more about deeper into acceptable excuses, in chapter 2, if you already had that book. But just for this teaching right now, let me just give you the short version of it. Acceptable excuses is when things are so bad that people understand why you're not moving forward. Nobody is. Go ahead and take a screenshot of that. Nobody is for somebody who makes excuses. We frown upon people who make excuses. Oh, you just making excuses. But an acceptable excuse is when things are so rough, you say, oh man, I understand why I don't even expect you to do anything in that situation. It's when they let you off the hook for making excuses. It's like they give you a green light, like, oh man, this situation, I can understand why you don't have a job because of this situation. And so they had what I call an acceptable excuse, legitimate reasons, and they both had the same similar reason. They said, hey, first of all, having financial issues was part of their problem, right? They don't have money. Lisa said, I don't have money to invest in this book, let alone the time to read it. She was working a job. She was working a part-time job, and she's having, a family to take care of. She didn't have time. She didn't have the money to buy the book, nor the time to read the book. The other lady, Gwen, said the same thing with the the video series. She said $40. This is exactly what she said. $40 for some tapes. And I try to explain to her, listen, it ain't got nothing to do with the tapes. You're not buying the tapes, you're buying the information. You're not buying a video, you're buying the transformation, you're buying the results. Are you following me? And she said, I don't have money to buy no tapes, let alone the time to go watch all four of them tapes or however many tapes it was. And I responded to both of them the exact same way. And here's the response I told them. I said, Lisa, you're not buying a paper book. You're buying the transformation, the results that the book promises. She didn't have she didn't have the money to buy the book, nor the time to read the book. And this is what I told her. I said, I hear what you're saying, but I said, if you don't do anything, you're going to remain stuck. Chew on that for a minute. Just let that marinate right there. I understand. I'm not saying that your reasoning is not legit, but you're going to have to do something, or you're just going to keep getting the same results you've been getting. You're going to have to do something different. If you want something that you don't have, you're going to have to do something that's different, or you're going to get the same results. And Lisa listened to me. I said, listen, you're going to have to make time. You're going to have to cut back the finances on something to invest, right? And you're going to have to make time to read the book. Maybe cut back a TV time an hour back. A friend of mine told me a long time ago named Keena, she said, you'll never find the time. You got to make the time. You're going to have to invest in yourself. Let me show you this quote right here. I'm jumping ahead, but it's perfect for me to put it here now. Benjamin Franklin said, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Lisa took heed. Lisa went and bought the book. Lisa read the book. Lisa got results. Lisa got out of her situation. Lisa wound up buying a house. Lisa prospered. Now, Gwen, however, I could never persuade her to follow that instruction, and she never did, and she continued to struggle, as far as I know. So, what's my message to you today? My message to you today is, I know you have goals. I know you have desires. You have financial goals you want to meet. You have career goals you want to meet. Maybe you have business goals. Maybe you have relationship goals. Maybe you have ministry goals. But you're busy. You're working a job. You may be working two jobs. You got a family that demands time from you. Maybe you're having health issues. You have a lot of things going on. And it's becoming a acceptable excuse for why you're not moving forward. Listen, you're going to have to make the time to invest in yourself. Because investing in yourself, investing in knowledge, pays the best interest. Look at this quote right here by Robert Kiyosaki. He says, the only difference between a rich person and a poor person is what they do in their spare time. What are you doing in your spare time? Listen, you say, hey, I'm working two jobs, man. I understand. And guess what? When you're working a job, that's time that you can't count for working on your vision unless it's tied in there in that same vein as your vision. Are you following what I'm saying? So, for example, when I go to my job, I'm at my job doing that job for 8 hours, and that's 8 hours of time that I can't write books. That's 8 hours of times that I can't give you YouTube content. That's 8 hours that why? Because I'm exchanging my time for money. I'm exchanging my time for this job. And of course, it's necessary to do that. And I understand that. That's an acceptable excuse. That's a legitimate reason. You got to work, right? But I can't allow that to stop me from moving forward. And so what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to work on your vision, your dream, your purpose part-time until you can work on it part-time while you're working on your job full-time. until your dream or vision becomes full time. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Hit the like button if you understand what I'm saying. I'm gonna say it again. I understand you got to work a job. Some of you got 2 jobs. Listen, do your job full time, but do your vision, your dream, your purpose, do it part time until it one day becomes full time. But if you're giving your job overtime but giving your dream no time, you're not going to get anywhere. You're going to be stuck. One of my friends, Cornelius, told me once, I don't know if he read it or heard it from Dr. Miles Monroe, or this was his own quote, but I'm going to put it up here. He says, your true work starts when you get off your job. Your true work starts when you get off your job. Yes, when I go clock in my job, I'm doing my work in my job. But once I clock out my job, my true work begins. My true work begins. What's your true work? The work that you're working on yourself. What's your true work? That work that you're working on your vision, your purpose, the real reason you're here. I'm working my job to get income to pay the bills, but I work on my true work to make a life. One is to make a living, the other one is to make a life. Are you understanding what I'm saying? And you're going to have to do something with your spare time. You're going to have to do something with your part time. You're going to have to make time to do something. You're going to have to make time to sow, or you're going to never get a harvest. Oh, it's a scripture. It's Ephesians. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. It's Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 7. I don't have it on the screen here, so I'm going to look it up on my phone. But I'm pretty sure I add or something go pop up. But well, I'm trying to go to my Bible gateway here. Yeah, I figure it was an ad. But let me just paraphrase it while it's doing that. Like I done said it enough. Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 7 says, he who observes the wind will not sow. So you're allowing your circumstance and your situation prevent you from sowing. No, 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 no. You're going to have to sow. I say you're going to have to sow. Okay, it's going to let me do it now, I believe. Hold on. Like I said, if you're getting anything out of this, hit the like button. Ecclesiastes, what did I say? 11, 10 verse 7, 11 verse 7. Lord, I don't forget. See, I'm live. See, I'm live. I'm trying to do this live. I had it right there in my head. It's good to me. I can't remember if it's 10 verse 7, 11 verse 7. But anyway, what I do, I can't find where it's at. I think it's Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 7. But anyway, I'll put it in the comments or the description of this video, the correct verse, because this just came into my head. But it's a scripture that says, he who observes the wind will not sow. If you're waiting on situations to be perfect before you sow, you're making a bad mistake. That's a huge mistake. If you're waiting for the right time, that's a bad mistake. You're waiting for everything to be perfect, waiting for everything to just line up, all the stars and all that. No, 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 no. Go ahead and sow now. All right. And so I'm gonna give you an example. When I first got into customer service, my first job, when I first got serious about work, of how this, I'm gonna give you an example of how this situation blessed my life. Hey, I want to take this quick moment to tell you about this book, Whatever Devil, We Made It Anyway. The phrase whatever devil is for people who have overcome the odds when they should have been counted out, but God made it count. Whatever devil is for people whose testimony ends with, but God. And so I take this book has 12 chapters, and each chapter starts off with a story about somebody overcoming the odds. And not only do I tell that story, but for the remainder of the chapter, I glean the wisdom from their testimony, and I teach it in biblical principles that you can apply for yourself. Listen, if you want to find out more about the book, just look in the description of the video, or you can just go to whateverdevil.com. Now back to our scheduled broadcast. So years ago, I started in customer service. I was working on the job and I finally got serious. I said, I'm going to take working this job serious, and I said I must take on this customer service job. And so what I began to do is I began to get books on customer service. There's several books. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna share some of them on my other channel. You know, I got a new channel called Billy Reads. Join that channel. Matter of fact, look in the description of this video as well. Subscribe to my new channel. It's called Billy Reads. So just go to my handle is the @ Billy Billie Reads Reads, because I'll probably wind up sharing some of those books. But when I first was working my job, I was working a customer service job, and I began to read these books on customer service. So this is what I would do. I would uh, go to work, do my 8 hours, right? I will come home when I get off. Once I clock out, my true work begins, right? So I clock out from my job and clock on, clock in to my true life's work, right? And so I began to read these books and study these books. This was like my floor plan. This was like the recipes. This was like, you follow me? And then I would read it, take notes, all of this stuff. Then I would come to work the next day and I would apply what I learned. Got it? So that's important. It's important to apply what you learn, right? Because it's no good to become a bookworm. You know, just information. Just solely the information is not what's going to get you the results. It's the applied information that's going to make it happen, right? So I would do that again. Get off work, read the book, take the principles, come to work the next day, apply it, and I began to get results. Somebody got whim of what I was doing, and they said, wait a minute, you reading books when you get off of work on customer service? He said, man, I can't do that. He said, the guy said, you taking work home. He said, you working off the clock? You taking work home. I said, no, 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 no. I said, I'm not working off the clock. I said, I'm working on me off the clock. And that's the difference. That's the separation. And that's what's going to help you. Did you hear what I said? That's what's going to be the difference for you. Come on, stay with me. Stay with me. That's what's going to be the separation for you. That's what's going to make you different from everybody else. That's what's going to cause you to excel on your job. That's what's going to cause you to excel in your ministry. That's what's going to cause you to excel in your business. What? You're going to make time to invest in yourself. I think it was Lee Jenkins who said, if you feed your business will feed you. But your business may be starving because you're not making the time to invest in it. What about your mind? What about your skill set? Are you struggling? Are you stuck? Maybe, just maybe, it's because you haven't invested. You haven't made time to invest in yourself. You're going to have to make time to invest in yourself. Let me show you this quote one more time. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Oh, listen, people believe in investing in stocks and investing in bonds and all of that. But Benjamin Franklin said investing in knowledge pays the best interest. Listen, do not starve yourself. This is what's going to separate you. This is what's going to help. If you found this video a blessing, click the like button. Listen, make sure to subscribe to my channel. And listen, check out this video right here. And this is going to help you even further. Also, check out this playlist. Listen, I love y'all. Y'all take care. Y'all stay up. Y'all stay blessed. And always remember that the word is your life.